home cooking dinner just because I haven't done that for a while. And maybe you miss cooking with me. I've got a very large, it's actually a Tefal. It's got the non-stick stuff, and I don't really like those, but it's my largest pan. My ceramic one is just a little bit smaller, and I have a lot of food here that I want to put in there, so I am using my largest pan. And I've got my fire turned to medium high, and I'm just going to start off with, you know, like I do. I just pull out all my veggies and all my stuff from the fridge, see what I've got, and throw it in. I did put some white rice, the jasmine rice, into the Instant Pot for 4 minutes, and that is cooking right now. And down off camera where you can't see, I've got my ulu knife. This is the rounded cutting board that goes with it, and my knife. And I apologize that you can't see that, but I thought it best that I set it up so that you can see in the skillet. And that way, if I cut myself, which I've done before, you can't see it. And maybe that's terrible to say, but it's happened because, you know, I just turn on the camera and I just roll with it. So it's happened before. So anyway, I am doing an onion here, and I'm taking off all the outer, the paper skin that's on here. And did you know you can use that as a dye? A natural dye. So if you're someone who likes to dye yarn or fabric or whatever, it's actually a natural dye, and you can save those. So there you are, some little bit of information for today. Learn something new every day, right? I'm just going to chop these up, and I'm going to leave my onions fairly large, but still, you know, bite size, because the family loves onions. The stuff that they're not too keen on, I have a tendency to chop smaller because it hides better. They don't get so much of the things that they're not keen on in their mouth, and then it's just easier for them to tolerate my tendencies. There you are. Yeah, that's a really strong onion. Woo! There we go. So I just chopped that up, stick that in. And then I've got some mushrooms, button mushrooms, and they are just, you know, about to be past their prime. So in this house, we don't waste anything. Something starts looking like it's nearly there, and we grab it up and it goes in whatever we're cooking. I try not to waste. When you're plant-based, that's always a worry, is, you know, how much of this stuff are you going to throw out? So I'm just chopping them up, and I'm going to throw them in with the onions, because onions and mushrooms just give off a lot of water when they cook. And so starting with them, you don't have to add as much water to your water saute when you're cooking without oil. And if you're new to the channel and you don't quite know about the no oil cooking yet, please do visit some of my older videos where I talk about health benefits and all that of cooking with no oil. But for the most part, as far as my family's concerned, you know, when you've got teenagers and 20-somethings still at home, they don't care if things are healthy. They truly don't. You know, you start worrying about your health a little more when you get to be 40 and above. Am I right? So they don't care about that. What they care about is the taste of the food. And what I have noticed, and you know, it took me a little while to get there, but what I noticed right away, I'd say probably about 10 days in, is all of a sudden all that oil that was coating the taste buds stops coating the taste buds, and you taste the flavor of the food in a way that it just awakens everything, and all of a sudden the food is just, oh my God, this is so good. And I'm talking simple foods, simple food without salt, without sauces, without anything, just the plain simple food. You just start to taste it. And a simple banana is just, oh, it's just like the best dessert that you could ever get in a restaurant. Just a simple banana. And so that's the reasoning for my family with the no oil. But, you know, for hubby and I that are a bit older, it's definitely health benefits as well. Okay, so I have just chopped up all of those mushrooms, the whole thing. Okay, and then I am going to do a yellow squash. And I'm just slicing that up, but I am slicing it up small as I possibly can because son and daughter don't really like squash. But, you know, we've got to get all of the good stuff in and have some variety in our diet. And, you know, if you followed me for a while, you know that I like to cook the rainbow. And so I like to get the colors in there. And so this is my yellow for today. Remember that yellow, orange, and red vegetables are really important for eye health. So it's not just carrots. Oh, there's my Instant Pot. Let me go off. Oh, okay. It's just come to pressure. And I just replaced my Instant Pot because when you use them as often as I do, you know, just about every day, it started wearing out, unfortunately. Okay, and then I have got some asparagus. And I am going to do, this is a bag, I'm going to do about half of this bag of asparagus. And I chop it off about to there because it starts getting woody. And I'm going to check my list of guinea pig food and see if the guinea pigs can eat those stalks. I bet you they can. I bet you they'd like that. And if not, you know what? My Yorkies will make short work of that. Okay, and then here I have a bag of seitan. This is a seitan roast. Chopped it in half. And I've been making seitan roast lately for my husband's lunches. You know, if you follow me for a while, I just take leftovers and blend it up and add some beans in there and some vital wheat gluten, and I make veggie patties. Well, veggie patties take a while when I'm really busy doing a very large batch. It takes a while to, you know, make it up first, put it in for 20 minutes, pull them out, let them cool, flip them over, put them back in, do them for another 15 minutes. When it's a large batch, that is an all-day project. So I've been lazy lately. I've just been putting all of that ingredients, wrapping it first in parchment paper and then in foil, sticking it in my Instant Pot and steaming it, and I have a veggie roast, which is really seitan. Same ingredients as my veggie patties, but a lot more vital wheat gluten. And it's just absolutely marvelous. And then hubby can just slice it up and make sandwiches. Well, because I actually made 4 roast yesterday, I've got quite a bit of it, and I'm going to put a little bit of it in my little stir fry here. And let me just pull that out of the pack and let you see. Doesn't it look like a meatloaf? That's exactly what it looks like, a meatloaf. And to see a recipe for this, look on my channel and you'll see that. It's actually the recipe for these seitan sausages. I just didn't individually wrap them. I wrapped them in one big, you know, block. And after slicing it, you can kind of see it just looks like meatloaf, and it's kind of tastes like meatloaf. So I am just, I did add the sausage seasoning to it though, because I wanted it to taste like a sausage. And so I've just kind of chopped that up down here off camera, and I'm going to throw that in as well. Now, for the last ingredient that I'm adding, do you remember when we made all of the onions and garlic, peppers, and tomatoes from the garden? Remember, I just had a whole bunch of them, and I just put them in my Instant Pot, cooked them, and put them in jars, stuck them in the freezer. Well, I pulled out a couple of jars from the freezer. There's my Instant Pot. I gotta go shut that off. Just 1 second. Sorry about that. It's on the other side of the kitchen. So look for that video, and all I did is put them in the Instant Pot, cook them up, and it was just the last harvest of the season. Put them in jars. Always leave some at the top because frozen stuff expands. And then I just pull out a couple of jars as I need them, put them in the fridge and let them defrost, and then I have that ready to just pour in. Okay, now, gotta have some spices, right? So I'm going to add some garlic, granulated garlic. And my Seitan already has seasoning, of course. And then, let's see, how about a little cumin? And I'm just sprinkling, not measuring. I don't measure. And how about some paprika? Okay. And then I'm just going to do just a little, I've only got a little bit in there, so I'm just going to do a little bit this reduced sodium soy sauce. You can use liquid aminos if you like that. I don't. I know it's lower sodium, but I just don't like the flavor, and so I just don't use it. Sorry guys, if you like it, go right ahead. So I am just gonna stir this, simmer it down, let the veggies cook a little bit. I want them kind of al dente. So I'm just gonna let that cook. I'll put a lid on it so that it keeps its moisture in, and then I'm going to have that with the rice. And I like to do really short videos, so I'm not going to make you wait until that is cooked down and plated up. When you want to see what it looks like, look at the thumbnail. So the picture, when you go to click on the video, that's the finished project. I'm not going to piece little bits of videos together and do all this editing for you. I'm just going to film stuff and put it out there for you, and I hope that's all right. Have a good day, guys.